Hello and welcome back to the Cesspool, and more importantly, welcome back to Luigi's Mansion, episode 6. In this episode, we will be exploring the backyard and seeing what's going on here. In the last episode, we got the water elemental medal, fought Mr. Lugs, did some more boo catching, all kinds of stuff like that. So, now that we are in the backyard, there is a lot of stuff to do and some explaining to do. So, with the water elemental medal, you can water the plants. There are a lot of plants throughout the house. It's very important that you water them, including this one right here in the garden, which has now sprouted into a little leaf plant. We will come back to this later, but throughout the house, yes, there are plants that can be watered. So, later in the game, we will go back and we will water the plants all throughout the house. Not all of them give money, some of them give hearts, whatever, but we will try to get as many of the plants to get as much money as possible. Now, you may have noticed there is a dog sitting in the doghouse. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some water in the dog bowl, in the dog dish, or not. Thought that's what we're supposed to do. Hello? There we go. Gonna wake up the dog. He's gonna get kind of upset. Luigi. Mr. Bones. Fear that they're making the... Oh, God. So, another new type of enemy, the skeleton ghosts. These guys will appear only a few times in the game, but this is one of them right here. I guess he was buried in the backyard. When we suck him up, he expels a bone, which will reveal the dog's heart when he tries to, take the dog bone. So we're gonna... Whoa! Okay. No big pearl for us. That's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna wait for him to start licking up. Grab the heart and just take him out. And there he goes. Now, with that said, we're gonna move on to the next area, which requires us to jump in this wormhole in the doghouse. So now we are in the graveyard. There's a lot of interesting things in the graveyard. First thing you want to do, check this pipe over here. It reveals a ruby. So now, first thing we're going to want to do is start inspecting these tombstones. There will be hearts in them. There will be a lot of goodies, or... Okay, we don't need that heart. There we go. We got 4 of the skeleton ghosts here. These guys can be a bit difficult, I will be totally honest, because they have ranged attacks. Ranged attacks can be very difficult to dodge in this game. They are actually pretty accurate, and when there's 4 of them, you definitely need to have cover, or they will hurt you. It doesn't help that these guys are actually pretty difficult to capture. They tend to get stunned and disappear rather quickly. But not too much trouble here. Luckily this time. I've had a lot of trouble with these guys in the past. And with those guys gone, and not really dead because they were already dead, we're going to head up to the glowing gravestone. And ultimately, head into the Area 2 boss. Transporting us into another pocket dimension. And dealing with the Area 2 boss, Bogmire, and his army of shadow people things. His own shadows. Now, he may have a lot of these shadows, but what we need to do is we need to suck up the shadows, create a shadow ball, like in Pokemon, and then, or miss, that's also an option. But you can see that Bogmire is not actually doing anything on his own. What we need to do is actually hit him with the shadow. That reveals his heart, and then we can suck him up. Just like any other ghost, he has 100 health. However, he is going to make it pretty difficult for us to actually capture him in one hit. Now the big shadows are the preferred ones to use, although you can use the small ones, but you have to suck them up in a limited amount of time because the big shadows actually last for longer. Oh boy, there we go. So we want to grab a big shadow here. They will be the preferred method of shadows. We're going to grab him. 2 health, 1 health, and he is done. That was a pretty easy fight. I don't want to say that that fight is easy because there are many instances where I've had a lot of trouble with it. I am getting pretty lucky on some of these fights, especially Mr. Lugs and Bogmire here. It's Luigi. Luigi, can you hear me? Good to hear you're still okay. I lost your signal when that lightning struck. That was some battle you had there. Why don't you come on back to the lab? What, you think the lightning damaged the Poltergust 3000? Don't worry about it. Even if that lightning had cooked your goose, your Poltergust 3000 wouldn't even have a scratch. Sure, egad. Yeah. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. Looks like you got a vacuum full of ghosts there. What do you say? We put him through the old ghost portrificationizer. Well, why don't we do that? Let's see what kind of grades we got on these guys. I'm kind of curious about a couple of them. Got a lot more boss ghosts in Area 2 than we did in Area 1, so it'd be a bit more interesting. As usual, the ghosts are invisible, so we need to press them into visible forms, because, yes, again, that's how that works. Sure. Gold on Bogmire, very happy about that. I'm usually a silver on Bogmire kind of person. So, gold on the dancing couple. Gold on Shivers, the butler. Gold on Melody. Very good. I was a little worried about her. Silver on Mr. Lugs. Okay, he's pretty tough. Silver on the dog. Actually, that might have been a bronze on Mr. Lugs. I didn't see. Might have been a bronze on Mr. Lugs. I don't know why I would. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, it's a bronze on Mr. Lugs. Okay, I mean, that's fine. He's tough. I thought I didn't really think I had that much of trouble with him, but I guess I did. I don't know. That's not a gold frame. That's a bronze frame. I'm happy with the gold on Bogmire. That's cool. The other 3 that I got a gold on are pretty easy, I feel like. Silver on Spooky the dog. That's fine. That's pretty standard for me. Bronze on Mr. Lugs. Okay. All right. You've caught a total of 9 ghosts, not just, well, portrait ghosts. See what kind of money we're looking at. That's the more important thing, of course. Okay. Alright. Plenty of pearls. We're up to 25 million G. Pretty good so far. As we saw, the silver diamond equals 1 million, or it was like 2 million. I didn't see. It's a lot. It's more than any of the other gems we've seen so far. Where will you go, Luigi? Well, we're going back to the mansion. Obviously. Now, there won't be any booze outside. Which is good, because that would be kind of annoying to deal with the booze outside. But what we will do is head further outside, because now that we have the key to the wonderful club door here, we're going to remove the barbed wire, or whatever it is. And also the hallway is lit up now, which is nice. There's no more ghosts to be annoying. And head out into the courtyard. There's a lot going on in the courtyard. There's a lot of new types of ghosts. We got these little guys up here. We got this statue, which reveals his heart. And we want to grab the water element, because we can water these plants. Get some gold bars. This is what I'm saying about watering the plants. Plenty of money available. All kinds of fun stuff. Very important that we do this. Like I said, the most important plant to water is that plant out in the backyard with the doghouse, though. That will be clear later. Trust me. Very important that you do that. This one has another emerald to the collection. It's good, because that was my favorite of those Pokemon games. Gotta get rid of this guy. You may not have been able to hear that, but there was actually a voice that played. There was a voice line that played right here at the well. I will actually. I'll just play that voice line, so because it's very, very quiet, so I'll just play it right here.
Hey, Luigi, what's the hold up?
So yeah, it's Mario basically yelling to Luigi, which is very fun. And it also means that we should probably go through this well and see what's going on. If we can hear Mario... Ooh, very scary here in like the crypt. Uh-oh. It's Mario! Get me out of here! That's terrible, Mario. I don't know what I'm doing. Luigi, exclamation points! And then we got a ghost in here. We gotta get rid of him. And that will actually reveal a key. And light up the bottom of the well here. And it also gives us the key to the next door that we need to go through. So we will finish up the courtyard here, see what else is going on, because it is a large area, so let's see what else there is to see. Let's check this birdhouse. And find... You found Mario's letter. I wonder what it says. Something else for Madame Clairvoyant to do. We'll find out what it says, I suppose. Check this. Lots of money, lots of money. And, so I mentioned, I believe in the first episode, that EGAD's lab is actually used as an outhouse later in the game. Well, this right here is that instance. This model is the same that we see in the cutscene for EGAD's lab. This outhouse model. You saw him, didn't you? How could they do that to Mario? When I saw him like that, I completely lost it and ran through the mansion looking for a hiding place. When I was running, though, I did happen to notice that Mario left some of his things lying around the place. A hat, a glove, a shoe, a letter, and a star. So we have the hat and we have the letter. We do not have the glove, the shoe, or the star. So 5 items altogether. I'd go collect them for you if I could remember where they were. Yeah, I probably should have picked up. I probably should have picked some up. Leave it to me. We already got 2 of them. Also, his tears are like stuck, frozen in midair. Good for them. They're freaking defying the laws of physics. Well, really? You'll find all Mario's items from it? Skip Yahoo. Okay. Oh, thank you very much, Luigi. Okay, very cool. Yay. Okay. Good for Toad. I'm glad that he's having a good time now. So, we're gonna leave it off right here, actually. Now that we just saved. Pretty good place to stop. So, in the next episode of Luigi's Mansion, we will continue through this door into Area 3 of the house. So, with that all said, see you guys then.